Flipper up.
So this isn't ideal, taking off at high water and having to cross the D estuary, so just using a moderate power setting and climbing gradually. Trying to cross at a slightly narrower section. It's just the time of day. This is I had to go to the office this morning, and this is the time I need to be airborne if I'm going to be back much before sunset, and it happens to be high water. Okay, I can glide to that shoreline now, so relax a little bit.
Currently approaching fringe, descending to altitude
So somebody over there, Flintbridge, routing up to Point of Air here. Can't see them on my traffic, but we've crossed in front. Actually, I can see them on my traffic now. They're a long way behind, still Hardens ATZ. So 259, 11 knots called the Snowdon. Guess which heading we're going at the moment. Pretty much 255, so straight into it. Give me ground speed 59 knots, air speed 75 miles an hour. So Snowdon might be slightly overhanging the headwind, but we'll be faster on the way back. This is Mole Seabog.
Radar,
Oh, 1 o'clock.
Tango Charlie for basic service.
Snowdonia. It looks better now, isn't it? The flag is burning off, and that looks pretty good to me. Quite happy with that. Now, yesterday I went up this pass, the A5, towards Tryfan. So I could do that. But I don't know, I just always wanted to fly the gyro effectively from home to Snowdon. So as we can see it, why don't we go and do that? I have got a Shawbury off to my right, 1,000 feet above. Can't see him, but I can see him on my traffic display, which means there's a good chance he can see us as well. He's 1,000 above. And he's turning away from me now. I'll be going for 33 minutes to get to it. I'm higher than I would normally be up here. I do like to fly it low, but the reason for that is that it's a Monday and the fast jets could be out and about. And the chances are they'll be lower than me. I'm about 1,200 feet above ground level at the moment, altitude just over 2,000 feet. Now we're heading up towards Penny Pass. I'm not going to fly up through the pass today. I don't particularly like flying up Snowdon's passes, to be honest, because even with not much wind, what wind there is, gets funneled up there. It just makes it uncomfortable, and I don't like uncomfortable. So today was a day to come and see Snowdon. I don't need to go over Snowdon to see it. I'm getting a pretty good view of it right now. I'm basically tracking the car traffic speed here. In fact, if anything, I'd say they're slightly faster. I've got a ground speed of 60, not 59 knots, so that's late 60s. So, okay, they're speeding then, because that's the 60 mile an hour road. So we should be doing broadly the same. Sort of finding myself drawn towards it. Lots of cars out. what, did that last time over here, so I think today let's do a different route. Well, Penny Pass car park is open, that's good. Haven't seen it open for a while. Okay, this is taking me 37 minutes from home. That's good to know. But calmer day today than yesterday, so I'm flying pretty near the big stuff and I'm not getting bumped around, which is nice. This guy even's telling me there's a 7-knot wind. I've got all the Snowdonia between me and Valley, so there's not a lot of point calling, but I can see the Shoreby traffic out. She's just called it, so I'm going with my landing lights, and I might think about route when we get a bit nearer. So I did this pretty much the same route yesterday, which was Sunday. One of the big advantages of that is that the military don't fly. However, one of the disadvantages was the weather wasn't as good, so Snowdon was in cloud. So I've got the Shoreby traffic coming behind me now. But it's certainly pretty impressive, isn't it? Okay, visual with the Shoreby traffic now. He really is behind me. Straight ahead now. Yeah, he is faster than me. Where are you going, Shoreby? That's fine, you can do that, just keep your rotor awash below me, please. Question that I'm often asked offline from people who see my channel. Stu, you often fly, or you seem to fly, just you, solo. Please can I come? Yeah, I do often fly solo, although the last 5 days this is my first solo trip. Every other day I've been taking different people. There are 2 reasons that I fly solo. The first is days like today. I was in the office in the morning and I just thought, you know what, it's a beautiful afternoon. I've got my own business, some flexibility, I'm going flying, and it's really difficult to coordinate that with other people's more normal, shall we say, diaries. So I had a bit of a window and I just wanted to go. And a lot of my flying is like that. It's fairly last minute. When weather looks good, let's go. And the second reason is weight. I have an MT-03, one of the early generation ones. I'm limited to 450 kilograms maximum takeoff weight. Without going through the precise breakdown, as I have done recently for a viewer who wanted to know why it wasn't possible to take him at his 89 kilos. The maximum I'm comfortable to take is around the mid-70s, 75 kilos, ideally a little bit lower than that. And that's your naked weight. So I'll take your word for it, I don't need to say it, that if you are that or less, then you've got a chance. Subject to all the other things that we've talked about, availability, whatever. But unfortunately, most people are not. And you know, you can get gyros that will have a higher maximum all-up weight. You can get MT-03 that will do 500 kilos. Most of the training ones will. But that isn't mine. Mine's 450. And to take it up to 500, I've been asked, what is that, different engine, different prop? No, it's basically a different main suspension boat. So as and when funds allow, and there are a lot of demands on funds at the moment, with two boys at university and a daughter getting married, aviation is taking a little bit of a back seat. Having said that, I have just bought a half share in a Eurofox in the last few months, so I can't really complain, can I? And this has had new rotors from the last year. But it's not top priority for me, to be brutally honest. Getting the rotors changed a year ago was something I really needed to do, and I've really seen the benefits from that. Avionics upgrades and simply more flying, quite frankly, for me, come before changing the suspension boat. And I may do it at some point in time, not least because, as well as taking the extra weight, it's that little bit stronger, which when you're operating out of rough ground, like I have done just now, can't be a bad thing. Okay, now I also get asked, well, can't you just go with less fuel? Yes, I can. But, well, in all honesty, that's eroding my comfort margin. I tend not to take off with much less than 50 litres. I'm 60 on board when we took off today. Now, if I'm doing a really short flight, one up, then I might take that down a little bit. But I like to have comfortable reserves. I'm one of those guys where runway behind you, fuel in the Bowser, you know, they're not much use to you. So I like to go, not least because these fuel gauges are notoriously inaccurate. And I can't see the tanks. I've got a little mirror here, but I really can't see. So, and sometimes, quite often actually, I've arrived back to find that the headwind's been a bit stronger than I expected, and I've used more fuel than I ideally would have liked. So I like to go with a minimum of 50. That gives me a comfortable hour-and-a-half flight plus an hour reserves. So yes, in theory, I could take that down to 25 to get the larger viewers in the back seat. But you know, I don't think either of us would really want me doing that, compromising what I think is my safety margin. So you can get a quick jolly if you really want to go in a gyro. You know, an hour's or even a half-hour trial flight with a professional, somebody who's got far more experience than me, can talk you through what they're doing. And you know, frankly, he's also got a business to run and could do with your cash at the moment. I don't charge. I can't. I mean, I wouldn't if I could, but I can't because I'm a BPL. So you know, go find a friendly gyro instructor. I'm happy to give you tips offline if you want. I can recommend a few guys, but go and give them your business and see what you think. And it won't cost you a fortune, and you'll get a better idea of what the experience is all about with them. So that's a long answer to why I tend to fly one up, at least for the videos you see. As I say, I've flown the last 5 days. This is the first flight. Actually, no, I had to do one very brief flight yesterday on my own, but all the others have been with people. There's Cwm Pennant over there. Beautiful. This.
Scuba Golf Hotel Uniform, basic service, on a Heswall steerable.
I believe is Pennant.
Hotel uniform. Echo Hotel uniform, the Delta Takeoff.
And I haven't been here for, I don't know, 35 years. Used to come here a lot when I was a kid. Used to have holidays in Cricket, or near Cricket. I used to come walking up here, and I completely remember it. That shape.
South Bravo, Romeo Echo Zulu requesting change of frequency to London information 124.4750.
Golf Echo Zulu, Roger, Pickle.
Okay, Golf Echo Zulu, thank you.
Fantastic. Oh, this is a real privilege. This is the road that now it's sort of remember that bridge down there. And there used to be lots of gates. Obviously I didn't get quite this view because I hadn't realised just how near it is to Snowdon. Look at that. Not bad at all. That was great. Bye-bye, Cwm Pennant. You are very pretty, Valley. There are times in my life when I remember how extremely fortunate I am, and this is one of those times. There are drones flying over Cwm Pennant, so my usual route back, sort of transfinid and then that way, is blocked to me. Actually doesn't matter because we want a bit of more northerly track today, because I'm not going back to Ashcroft, I'm going back to my local farm. So we will follow the A470. Oh, I can see it, I think. Which is here. Up towards the town of Blanau-Festiniog. Is it Blanau? Blanau-Festiniog? I'm sorry, Welsh speakers. I live near your beautiful country, but I'm basically a Scouser. Oh, I mean, Blanau is there's obviously slate mines all around, as you can see. Hold this heading and just go straight over the top of the quarry. Might get a bit of thermal lift.
03 Valerie now, I got the passage.
Oh, this is definitely one of those days when it's a shame there is nobody in the back seat, because it's beautiful. Close on perfect flying conditions. Okay, if I'm being really fussy, as I've already said, the visibility could be a little better, but hey. Lovely blue sky, very smooth conditions, hardly any wind, not too hot. I'm happy. Oh, wind is down behind me now, so I'm getting 80 knot ground speed. And lose my fuel pump. Just go on the mechanical. Tend to run with the electric on all the time, just talk that way, but I've got good land clear options now. Certainly a good idea to have it on takeoff all around Snowdon. Okay, I'm going to reset autumnal 017, which was a Liverpool pressure, and also what I'm getting from Carnarvon. I have been on the regional Holyhead 1012, but Holyhead is somewhere away from me, tip of Anglesey, and obviously that's the lowest pressure in the region. So I'm over the high stuff now. It's more important that I have the pressure setting of my local ATC unit, which is going to be in Liverpool before too much longer.
Ground system control is low. Increase third activity within the aerodrome boundary.
Acknowledge receipt of information. Echo and advise aircraft type on first contact. Liverpool information. Echo time 1450. Runway news 27. Surface wind 320. 7 knots. Varying between 290 and 350 degrees.
Still westerly to northwesterly.
+20. New flight +11. UNH 1016. Threshold USE 101.
Okay. So I'll be landing westerly on my field, which is the direction I took off in. It's been a strong easterly the last few days, which has helped, but I have been flying turf out of the field, which I've never done before. lovely field, but it is still an agricultural field. So up until now, I've only ever been going one up out of it, two into it, because the gyro doesn't need much space to land, but it does need longer to take off. So the tide is still going to be well, the wind behind me this time. Liverpool radar, Golf Uniform India Romeo Oscar, request basic service and zone entry.
Station on the phone there. Stay again the course, passenger details.
It's Golf Uniform India Romeo Oscar, a gyrocopter returning to a private site at Heswall on Wirral, just currently to the north of Twenty Park, 2,500 feet, 1016 with Echo, requesting entry for let down at Heswall.
From your Oscar, Roger, squawk 5052.
Squawk 5052, Golf Romeo Oscar.
Golf Uniform India Romeo Oscar to basic service outside. You clear to enter Liverpool controlled airspace direct at Heswall, mobile altitude 2,000 feet from VFR, Liverpool QNH 1016.
Basic service outside, cleared to enter VFR on track Heswall, one above 2,000 feet on 1016. Golf Uniform India Romeo Oscar. Okay, so descending. So I'm going to be quite close to that 2,000 feet because I'm crossing water. And normally you wouldn't get a crossing above 1,500 feet, but I think because Liverpool are less busy with the commercials, they're giving 2,000 foot clearances at the moment, which is great. Running lights coming on, fuel pump coming on because we're about to go across water. Altitude 1,950 feet. Airborne for 91 minutes, and on the ground in 6 or 7, so we'll have used about just under 30 litres of fuel, so I should have 30 remaining.
Foxtrot Golf, Bravo, Lima, Zulu, I read you 5, how many?
Target 3 now, Foxtrot Golf, Bravo, Lima, Zulu, it's a formation of 2 aircraft. It's a Cessna 206 and a Scandinavia 368. Request transit to your zone from Kirby towards Cheshire Oaks. We're on our way from Blackpool to Haverton. Again, VMP, Constable.
Foxtrot Lima, thank you. Just continue southbound, just call me as you pass east of Beam, Liverpool, 50 chance they're being delayed the building. I may have to hold you there initially, but we'll confirm as you get a bit closer.
Welcome, Constable.
Thanks, Sam. From the Oscar, the wind here, Liverpool help is 300 degrees at 7 knots, reports on final to your landing site. And how long are you on the ground for?
Thank you, Wilco, and for at least a couple of hours, possibly till tomorrow morning. Golf Romeo Oscar. Golf Romeo Oscar is letting down at Heswall.
Good day, Pennant. The left-hand circuit is active runway 27, I believe at the Tomahawk, just getting airborne this time for the left-hand pattern, you should pass well behind, I will need to advise.
Copy that, thank you, Fox Lima Zulu.
Yeah, it's about 500 feet climb out, about turn crosswind for downwind left.
I believe I have it this time, Fox Lima.